Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Intensity 13. We're going to get things kicked off with some singles action. When we return, it will be Jaxson Pallas taking on none other than King Neon right here on Intensity. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Intensity 13. King Neon making his way to the ring for this singles match in the first round of this four-man tournament to crown a number one contender for TENGU'S Intensity Championship. Can't wait to get things kicked off. Starting off tonight, we're going to have King Neon and Jaxson Pallas going one-on-one to see who will face the winner of Atlas Liger and Chris Davidson in the finals. It's going to be an exciting night of action, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, after this episode of Intensity, we're hitting you with the trifecta, Last Breath, the special next level episode, Afterlife, immediately following the special Intensity episode, and then it all culminates at Lifeline 21, our biggest pay-per-view of the year. It's going to be a great time, but it starts right now. Who will win this four-man tournament? That remains to be seen. King Neon and Henry Mack, the tag team champions, mocking the bleak prospect.
Jaxson Pallas, you ready? Jaxson Pallas, you ready? King Neon, you ready?
X marks the spot.
Ring the bell.
And as the bell sounds, we get going here in the Warzone. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram, awe.entertainment, Facebook, awewrestling.cersei, and Twitter, actionwrestling3. Can't wait to see you on all of those platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, King Neon taking the wrist lock here. Don't forget the hand injury sustained at Resurgence not too long ago by Jaxson Pallas. Still recovering from that. Damian Kai failed to take advantage of that at Battle of the Brands, and we see what he got for his troubles. He counted the lights for the bleak prospect at that pay-per-view. But Jaxson Pallas trying to turn it around, trying to get the momentum in his favor, and a big slam there to the back of the head of King Neon. Henry Mack checking on him, making sure he's okay, and I'm not sure that he is. Jaxson went for a big kick. King Neon, kick right to the diaphragm. That will make you lose your wind. And a huge Claymore, taking inspiration from his tag team partner, Henry Mack. Big kick right on the chin, came flying in with such velocity. And now, Neon measuring for some more offense, but Jaxson turning it around with a big right hand, but maybe aggravating that injury, now having to hit him with that left hand, and goes for a big drop kick. King Neon evades. And Neon taking the strategic approach here, just going to town on that hand. He saw Damian Kai lose at Battle of the Brands, and he doesn't want the same fate to be here on Intensity. And a huge DDT. Jaxson Pallas into the cover. Hook of the inside leg. And a kick out. Get a replay of this. Watch this. Bam! Right on the dome and straight into the cover. He had the leverage there.
Pay attention.
Jaxson Pallas instructing us to pay attention. Maybe instructing Henry Mack as well as he's ringside here. And oh my goodness, what a chop. And a second one. And a third one. Jaxson Pallas enraged right now. Don't forget, it's Liger, it's Davidson, and that's coming up next, right after this match. Jaxson Pallas saying, don't forget what I did to you on Next Level 17. Not only that, but Jaxson Pallas has actually beaten Henry Mack twice in singles competition. And King Neon now still taking advantage, going for a neon bomb, going for a quick neon bomb, and just planting the bleak prospect into the mat, straight into the cover. That could well be it, but it's not. Kick out from Pallas. Henry Mack is as shocked as every one of us, ladies and gentlemen. King Neon, though, he's a veteran. He's been in this game. He's been in this business. He's been in this company a long time. Trying to stay on the offensive. King Neon trying to stay on the offensive. Jaxson Pallas getting a little defensive there when Neon tried to take that glove off of that right hand. And a huge leg drop right across the chest. Neon with a kick out.
2 count.
And now Pallas picking up Neon. Could be setting up for some offense here. Irish whip. Cross to the other side of the ring. Jaxson could be measuring. We don't see him take flight off, and ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Spear from King Neon, planting Jaxson straight into the mat. That could be it. Neon falls into the cover, and a kick out at 2.5. My goodness, what action here in this singles match.
1,
Now the referee starts his count.
2,
And Henry Mack trying to get the fans here at the Warzone rallying behind King Neon, trying to propel him into the second round of this 4-man tournament. And now these two heavy hitters trading blows, slugging it out. Neon with a kick and an enziguri in retort from Pallas. And Neon able to roll it over into a cradle. Pallas, though, the ring awareness and a sliding basement DDT from Pallas. What a smooth maneuver. And now Pallas trying to get both hands, trying to get it locked in here with this sleeper hold. Neon, though, trying to get a base underneath him, trying to turn this around on the bleak prospect. Can he get him up? Neon is fatigued. He got him up. And then what goes up must come down. Huge slam there from Neon. Never seen anything like it from him. And now Henry Mack instructing his tag partner to finish what he has started, and that is Jaxson Pallas. Neon could be going for a scoop slam. Yes. Jaxson Pallas doesn't know where he is right now, staring up at the ceiling of the Warzone as King Neon has taken all the momentum from him here in this match. And Neon now could be measuring some big offense. Could be going for that cross the ring spear. Maybe not. No, just a standard spear. Jaxson Pallas catches him in a DDT position, switches it over to the left, and a snap suplex, almost dropping Neon right there on the neck. Can he follow it up? Big swinging neck breaker to come, I imagine. Swinging neck breaker, that just put Neon right on the dome, and we know what follows. And Jaxson knows it. Falcon Arrow. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out from Neon. And Henry Mack was afraid for his tag partner's chances in that moment. My goodness, not too many people survive that flurry of offense that Jaxson Pallas provides each and every time he's in there. Clothesline rocking the former world champion.
Pain! Get up.
Pallas screaming pain as he always does, going for a Rougarou, gets Neon up and brings him down with such ferocity into the cover.
2, 3.
And that will be all for King Neon in this 4-man tournament. Last week, Jaxson Pallas beat Lunatank in a qualifying match. And now here, getting the upset victory over the former world champ, King Neon, Jaxson Pallas is on a roll, and he is my pick to win this 4-man tournament. Look at that spear, just picked him out of midair. And watch this. Look at the height. Look at the impact on the way down. Jaxson got him all the way up. I'm surprised that Neon didn't hit his head on the rafters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jaxson Pallas is moving on, but who will it be, Davidson or Liger?
Hey, man.
What's going on?
Lifeline's coming up and I ain't got nobody to fight. So I need you to tell me right now who the hell my opponent is.
Man.
And please tell me it ain't this dude right here that you watching film on. Cause dude, that dude right there, that gingerbread looking guy, ain't gonna make it if he's going against Atlas Liger at Lifeline.
Well, man, all I can tell you is you could wait and find out.
Wait and find out, man. Let me tell you something. If it is this dude, please send him a message saying that Atlas Liger is gonna send him to hell on his debut. It's gonna be a living hell. And it better, man.
Chunk. Man, oh man. Where's his phone number? Hey, man. He don't suspect a thing, and I hope you give him a good ass whooping because he just spilled soda all over me, man. What a chump, right? Alright, man. I'll holler at you later.
Iam Badasson making another phone call to Atlas Liger's mystery opponent for Lifeline. Iam Badasson was watching film on Dex Witt, the rookie that just debuted at Battle of the Brands, and Atlas Liger just walking in at the wrong time, I suppose, assuming he's facing Dex Witt at Lifeline. Possibly not going to get enough preparation in for that match, if that's what he's thinking. And you see Tengu out here holding that Intensity title. He wants to see who's going to fight Jaxson Pallas in the finals of this 4-man tournament. Who his number 1 contender will be at Afterlife. Chris Davidson coming in here 4-4. What a technician this man is, but he's going against one of the best to ever do it in Atlas Liger. The Jersey Devil returning to form at Battle of the Brands against his little brother Cody Cole. That no-holds-barred contest brought out the original Jersey Devil from within. Damon Creed has left and Atlas Liger has returned. However, Atlas Liger is going up against a very motivated Chris Davidson. Chris Davidson has been on a mean streak as of recent, my bad. And Atlas Liger coming in here with all the momentum in the world after picking up that huge victory at Battle of the Brands. The Jersey Devil is here. Atlas Liger, the first ever AWE Intensity Champion. One half of the first ever AWE Tag Team Champions. Now, he looks to advance in the tournament, to win the tournament, and to fight Tengu at Afterlife. He and Tengu have met twice. Once at Apocalypse, Cody Cole would cost Atlas Liger at the time, Damon Creed, his Intensity title. And then they actually met just a couple of episodes ago. Maybe it was the last episode of Intensity. And Atlas Liger would lose that match to Tengu straight up, one-on-one. He said that the distraction of Cody Cole is what cost him the match. And now Chris Davidson boxing the jaws of Tengu, and now Atlas Liger taking advantage of this. And we're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to get this under control and get this match started. And now, as the ring lights are starting to come on, Atlas Liger, almost said Damon Creed. Atlas Liger taking control of this, but look at the bridge and the huge knee to the side of the head of Atlas Liger. My goodness, another kick, and make it one more. 3 super kicks, the trifecta from Chris Davidson. Davidson into the cover, pinning with purpose here, but a kick out from Atlas Liger. Ladies and gentlemen, at Battle of the Brands, we saw a return to form for the Jersey Devil. No more Damon Creed. It was Atlas Liger, and it was him taking what he has changed over time and putting it back into its rawest, purest form. That's the only reason he picked up his biggest victory, arguably his biggest victory in AWE over his little brother. A rivalry that spanned more than a year and a half. I mean, those two came into the company around the same time, had differing levels of success, and now both Atlas Liger and Cody Cole have risen to the top of this company, the top of AWE. But Cody Cole has his eyes set on possibly getting a next level or world title. But now Atlas Liger trying to get the Intensity Championship back, and he can very well do so if he wins this 4-man tournament. Now that Atlas Liger has vanquished his little brother, and now look at it! The jumping, it looked like a senton, possibly an elbow, and that's where you see the return to form. That's the old Jersey Devil, Atlas Liger, that we came to know and respect, and then he just flipped it at Odyssey 2, turned to Damon Creed, stopped doing all of that. He stopped giving us what we wanted to see. Watch this, going for that huge elbow. No! Chris with a super kick right to that left leg. And will that come into play later on in this matchup? Atlas Liger just got kicked right in the left knee. And Tengu watching on, holding that ever so coveted Intensity Championship. I'm telling you, he is a maniac, but he's already had 2 successful title defenses with that championship. And the first one was against Chris Davidson, and the second one was against Atlas Liger. So both of his challengers that he's already beaten in the ring right now, fighting for a spot against Jaxson Pallas in the finals here. Chris Davidson could be going for a suplex, trying to get Liger up to his feet. But look at him. Liger holding the back of that right knee of Chris, and watch, Davidson just got a fisherman suplex for his troubles. And a kick out at 2 there from Davidson. Davidson has called himself the chosen one ever since he arrived in AWE on episode 2 of Next Level. But somehow, some way, Chris Davidson has never held a championship here in Action Wrestling Entertainment. Some people have said he's long overdue for a championship here in AWE, but Chris Davidson recently has been on a mean streak. He turned his back on the fans, the AWE faithful, because he realized that that's not going to get him anywhere, because it hasn't so far. We've been active for over 2.5 years at this point, and Chris Davidson still has yet to get his hands on a championship. And, oh my God, Atlas Liger. Oh my God, who took the worst? Oh my God. It looked like Chris might have got DDT'd right into that ladder. My goodness. The order needs to be restored here. Chris Davidson just going to town on the Jersey Devil with that steel chair. This is intensity, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's about. As Davidson just throwing the face of Atlas Liger into the side of the ring. He knows he can't win it out there. He's got to get Liger back in the ring, and he does. Chris could be measuring up, maybe going for a crossbody here. We saw him do it against Nick Bow at Apocalypse. Goes for it. Oh my God, Atlas Liger. Atlas Liger scoops him out of midair and a spine buster. The chosen one planted square and center in the middle of the ring. That looked eerily familiar, eerily similar to what happened the first time these two met one-on-one on Next Level episode 7 back in year 1, all the way back when Chris was dealing with his arch nemesis Lunatank at the time. Chris went for a diving attack and got picked out of midair and spinebuster just like he just did way back when. And now these two men trading blows. Oh my God, he just slapped him right across the face. The ultimate sign of disrespect shown from Atlas Liger. And oh my God, look at this. Look at this. He could be going for his little brother's submission. Look at it. Oh my God. You've already pinned him. You've already beaten him. You've already vanquished your little brother. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. He locked in that shockwire submission. Cody Cole must be disgusted. But what a kick. And an elbow from Chris Davidson. And a second elbow. And a third elbow. And Chris now is rolling after getting out of that shock wire. But how much has this match already taken out of Chris? Watch this complete shot from Davidson. Can he capitalize? He's got him in position. Uranagi from Chris Davidson. And now Liger is, oh my God. Liger is back up, is what he is. And Davidson must be thinking to himself, what is it gonna take to put away the Jersey Devil? Possibly a combination of kicks. Look at the kicks from Davidson. And Liger flips him over, pops up. Devil's cut out of nowhere. That's it. That's got to be all she wrote.
Come on, buddy. Come on, get up. Come on, you gotta get up.
Atlas Liger may not be done. The Jersey Devil may not be done. Oh, and Chris with a low blow. Samoan drop from Chris. And now Davidson. Davidson managed, after eating a Devil's cut. Oh, no. Oh, he could be going for that big elbow drop. Pardon me. A big body splash there. And Chris, now you see the look on his face. You see the look of,
Why won't you stay down?
there you go. He just explained it for you. Why won't you stay down? That's what's going through the mind.
Because I'm the damn devil.
And that's where you see the purest form of the Jersey Devil has returned to form here in Atlas Liger. And now Chris.
Come on. All right.
Chris may have whiffed on that, didn't whiff on that. Chris with knees to the midsection. And now, oh my God, like a deer caught in headlights. A devil's cut. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. Atlas Liger just needs to go for the cover.
That's why I send you.
Oh no, he wants another one. He wants another devil's cut. Chris Davidson pushes him off, gets him Uranagi planted square and center in the middle of the ring, and now Chris gets the leverage on the pin, and he just got a 3 count. He just beat the Jersey Devil for the first time in his career. My goodness, look at the counter from Chris Davidson. And Atlas Liger turned that into a Uranagi himself. Watch this. I mean, Chris may have eaten it on the outside if Atlas Liger didn't catch him there. Watch this. Pushes him off. Comes back. Big Uranagi from Chris Davidson. That was all she wrote. Look at the pin. Look at the leverage. His back right on the face of Atlas Liger. And it looks like our finals match has been made. Jaxson Pallas and Chris Davidson. One of those men will face Tengu at Afterlife for his Intensity title.
I'm the one that needs to be worried about in this company.
Coming up next is Pallas. It's Davidson, and the winner faces Tengu at Afterlife. Well, I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably not the finals match that any of us expected coming into this episode. Jaxson Pallas picked up an absolutely huge victory over a former world champ and current tag team champ. Arguably an upset. And then Chris Davidson with undoubtedly an upset victory over Atlas Liger. Atlas Liger came in here with all the momentum after facing Cody Cole at Battle of the Brands, really tapping into the Jersey Devil. And to come in here and lose to the Chosen One, maybe it is Chris Davidson's time. Or maybe Jaxson Pallas is going to prove to us why he is called the Bleak Prospect. Jaxson Pallas finally has his record back up to 500. It's been a long time coming. Jaxson Pallas at 8-8. Chris Davidson now coming in here with a 5-4 record after picking up that huge victory. Chris Davidson into some new attire. And one has to wonder, the fact that Jaxson got to fight King Neon to start the show, is that going to be beneficial for Jaxson because he's had more time to rest? I mean, Chris, you can see the marks from his last match. I mean, he's got a big cut right there on the abdomen. He still looks very sweaty from his last match. It looks like maybe he lost his footing there in that match against Atlas Liger at some point because he changed into tennis shoes. Either way, my pick for this match, it's got to be Chris Davidson. I mean, Chris Davidson, the fact that Chris Davidson has never beaten Atlas Liger. He's faced him multiple times. He faced him in that big 5-way match to crown the first ever Intensity champion. Came down to those two in the final moments of the match. He ate that. I mean, he tasted defeat on that day. And before that, he tasted defeat on Next Level 7, as I mentioned earlier. And the fact that Chris was able to turn that around, not only against the Jersey Devil, but Atlas Liger, the original Jersey Devil. I mean, what can I say about Chris? But take nothing away from Jaxson Pallas. Look at the super kick from Chris. My God. That is something that Chris has been working on. He's been at the Warzone every day practicing those super kicks because he's realized he's got to get a little bit more striking ability in his game. But look, Jaxson Pallas, a striker in his own right. That big enziguri. And now Pallas. My goodness, just planting the chosen one on the back of his head.
1, 2.
And Davidson able to kick out. Pallas locking in another submission. And we saw King Neon take advantage of that right hand. One has to wonder, did Jaxson apply anything to that hand? Did he take any Tylenol? Anything like that to try and help with the pain? Because God only knows what kind of pain that Jaxson has to be in right now after that match with King Neon and that number that he did on the hand of Pallas. And now Chris, if Chris could just... Yeah, Chris finally got that submission locked in there. You saw the hands weren't together at first, and now Pallas just jerking the leg out from under Chris. Chris maybe hit his head there hard on the mat, and watch this big knee drop across the chest.
1, 2.
And if you've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, these two men have tried to use a distinctly different moveset so far in this match because both of these men were able to scout the other earlier on in the night. So that's why you see that Chris came out here, delivered a huge super kick early on, and Jaxson delivering there a knee drop instead of a leg drop because these two men have been scouting without a doubt. But now Pallas going back to the well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We saw him do this against Neon. My goodness. One more. Why not? Why not? Chris Davidson.
Tengu! Pay attention!
Telling Tengu to pay attention.
I want this, Tengu. I want this. I want this.
Jaxson saying he wants this, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is that he wants, but I know he wants to get a swinging neck breaker on Chris Davidson. And now comes the ground and pound from Jaxson Pallas. You love to see it. You hate to see it if you're Chris Davidson. Now that big double axe handle right there on the dome. Pallas, the sinister grin on the face. And now Chris going back to the well once more. That low blow that helped him pick up the victory over Atlas Liger and just dropped. He just dropped the Bleak Prospect right on his knee. My goodness. He took him from like a suplex position, dropped him right across the knee. I think we saw him do that against Tengu when he challenged him on intensity number 11, I want to say. My goodness. Chris Davidson has that kendo stick in hand. Oh my goodness. Just abusing the fans now once more. And I wonder what Iam Badasson's going to say about that. And did he just catch Jaxson on the face with the end of that kendo stick? After seeing that match with Nick Alexander at Resurgence, I'm not sure that's something I'd want to do. My goodness.
You want me to? Come on!
Chris now. Chris Davidson just asking for more pain, more punishment. My God, you can see the whelp starting to form. Jaxson has broken the kendo stick on the leg of Chris Davidson. But look at Chris. Complete shot. Jaxson Pallas didn't see it coming. And another one possibly. No. Pallas picks him out of midair. Spine buster from Pallas. It's never looked so easy. Chris now rolling out, wisely rolling out. That's where you see Chris is a veteran of the game. He's been here a long time and being able to roll out. Look at the whelps on the leg of Chris. My God.
Belong on false idols and dead weight.
And you can see the whelps on the back of Jaxson too, and on the shoulder of Chris, and the back of Chris. These two men beating the absolute hell out of each other here, but that's what Intensity's about. That's what these two men are going to get when they fight Tengu, if they get the opportunity to fight Tengu at Afterlife. Whichever one of these two competitors comes out on top, they're going to get this and a whole lot more when they fight Tengu for that Intensity Championship. And Chris has already fought Tengu for that Intensity title. He knows what to expect. So one has to think he would be at an advantage if he can go and fight Tengu at Afterlife for that Intensity title once more. He's already fought him once. I mean, he's got him well scouted at this point. And he's got Jaxson locked in that. He's got Jaxson. He had him locked in a sleeper hold, but now Chris maybe saw the look in the eyes, the look on the face of Jaxson, and decided to release the hold. And a huge, big boot dropping the Chosen One.
Look at me. Look at me. Oh. No. Look at you.
You dead weight.
Sure are all bruised up. You're banged up, aren't you?
And Jaxson just adding insult to injury, salt in the wound. You can see the whelps on both of these men, though. I mean, these two have already been through one match apiece. Each of them overcame stiff competition, but now this is the ultimate test. Jaxson going for a Rougarou. Chris counters it into a complete shot. And oh my God, that's Tengu's music. The lights have gone out here in the Warzone. Oh my God, Tengu coming out here, possibly. Jaxson just went for the Rougarou, got countered into a complete shot from Davidson. Both men are down. Oh my God, and as the lights come back on, Tengu has him in position and a double Chaos Claw. And remember, there's no disqualifications, ladies and gentlemen. This is all legal. And now, Tengu.
2, 3. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
And I'm not sure who wins. Both men.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a draw.
So it is a draw. We know that. Watch some of these replays. My goodness. Tengu coming out and causing the draw. Does that mean that he won't have to defend his title at Afterlife? I'm just wondering, because technically, I'm not really sure. Coming out here and costing both of these men their shot. I mean, it looked like possibly Chris could have easily won that match off of that complete shot if he would have followed up with something. And now Tengu is the one standing tall as Intensity is going to go off air. A lot of questions left to be answered, ladies and gentlemen. Tengu saying it's game time. Thank you so much for watching. Chaos Claw, that subscribe.
What you did tonight was completely despicable. You coming out there and causing a draw between your two number one contenders, possible number one contenders, that's an act of a coward. And I got something for you. Oh, I got something for you. At Afterlife, you will be facing both Chris Davidson and Jaxson Pallas for your Intensity Championship. Congratulations. You played yourself. But, on to other business. I have chosen a challenger for the world title after Afterlife. Whether that be Ghost or D4. Ghost? D4? Whichever one you win, you will be facing Lunatic at last breath. There's no more games here.
And Iam Badasson getting a little confused there on the end. But ladies and gentlemen, Afterlife, it will be Pallas, Davidson, and Tengu in a triple threat match for the Intensity title. And Afterlife comes after Last Breath. D4 and Ghost gonna fight at Last Breath in a tables match. And then at Afterlife, Lunatic will fight the winner. And then Lifeline will be the last show of the year. Thank you.